You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne,
Hello.
it's Niall,
Howdy.
and it's me, Brian. And this week we are talking about the anime that aired August the 30th to September the 5th, 2025, starting with Not Yaiba, because that did not air this week, even though I thought it did. And Shirley, episode 20. My world has tumbled into pieces.
Ah, man. But
I saw a lot of downvotes of this
it was like a reckoning that's been coming for a while now, really.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we got to get to the bottom of this whole you and Gilbert situation here. Because he's a nice fella, and it's like it's nice that you want to be kind of nice to him, keep things the way they are, but like he's been kind of very clear that, like, he wants to have this talk with you, and whatever way it turns out, he'll be fine. But you got to have it with him, He's been trying to angle it for a while.
Make the situation clear rather than it's like, is this like courting? Is this what we're doing now? It's just like, no, it's not clear, so it needs to be defined. But despite her constant writing of romance and stuff like that, she's avoiding it like the plague in her real life. It's like, blah, 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 don't talk to me about that shit. Because she didn't take the proposal from was it Charlie very well, because fuck that guy,
No.
honestly. But yeah.
She doesn't need Gilbert. She's got a cat now.
It's a like I do like that the conversation is, it's like, oh, my aunt's going to be moving in with us, be the housekeeper, and she's bringing a cat. And I'm like, oh, that's probably the cat I've seen in the thing. And it's like, no, that's just a random ugly cat that follows her home. What I think that's the standard term they say with people with cats. The cat adopts you, and this cat has decided you're
Yeah,
cool, and yeah. I say it's an ugly cat. I mean, like it's
a street cat, man. It's had a hard fun life out here. Okay, don't be judging.
It's the half-eaten ears, and the fact that it looks like it's wearing a jumper on the front. It's just it's very odd looking. I think it looks great.
It fits skin very well, but just if you feed it right, it'll be grand.
Yeah.
It's got that genetic thing where it's got the completely split color face.
Yeah, they have it in calicos and stuff. I know the kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes, but I've watched this episode, but I was aware of the cat, and it's obviously, it seems thematically good that you've had Gilbert chasing after her all this time, and now she's got a cat who's not going to take no for an answer.
Yeah, there's a little montage of her going like, all right, we'll give it something to eat. Oh, it's very cute. All right, we're gonna put it out now, and it's suddenly back in the house, and it's like, oh, what can we do? And she's like, all right, I guess we have to keep the cat. His name is Rusty, and I love him forever.
and the whole worry was that, like, oh, my aunt is like, she's bringing her two cats, and they're like, real like kind of house cats. They're never gonna get along. And sure enough, yeah, Rusty comes in. They like have at it fun, saying, oh no, Aunt Tips is wife fun, saying, I'm sure leave him alone. They'll fight for a bit, they'll be grand. And sure enough, sure, look at them now, and everyone is all cuddled up together in his grand.
They establish the pecking order, and then they're all fucking cool with each other. And that old lady is so fucking cool. I didn't realize she was going to be like.
She's very odd but very cool. Yeah, I like her.
I think she has some fucking line that's something along the lines of, is like, well, make sure you take care of yourselves, but for all I care, you can all go to damnation. And I was just like, fucking hell, old lady, you're pretty cool. Now that I'm talking to you.
Well, this is going to be a real party house now. Yeah, well, all these like kind of wacky ladies living together would be great.
Yeah. We also get a bunch of towards the start of it. Obviously, we had Anne getting snubbed by Charlie because fuck that guy. But what's your one's name who won't shut the fuck up? I can't think of her fucking name.
Diana.
No, not Diana. The one that she's living with in the.
Rachel.
Yeah. She's trying to go like, hey, how about you and Gilbert? And it's like, that's not a thing. It's like, I guess I could go for Gilbert. And it's like, I guess you fucking could. Don't fucking bring that shit up with me. Like, she's trying to like, not egg her on, but she's trying to like draw it out of her. It's like, come on, man, get your shit together.
You mean like not?
I'm mixing up my characters. Sorry.
Like Phil.
Phil. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But
No, like just like for all Phil, like she seems like there's like she's a very kind of seems like very kind of superficial as well, but looks appearance of things. She's like very emotionally intelligent. She's
yeah,
zoned right in and like fun, and I fucking know precisely what's on your mind right now and what you're mulling over. And it's odd again, like well, Anne is on I visit back home over one summer there. She
yeah,
drops in on like that lady of the
Henderson
manor,
is it?
like and who
Oh
she
yeah,
was separated from her her true love was meant to be there for for decades, not because of her circumstance. Some of it self-inflicted. Actually, like, I pretty much all of it was self-inflicted, and this is like
yeah.
and she's like talking about her thing with Gilbert about that with her. But I think you know how these kind of things turn out. It's like maybe it'll turn out like very beautifully poetic like this one did, but it's going to be a few like decades of like heartache in between. Like
Like
maybe don't do what I did, Anne, and be like true to what your feelings are.
my words, not hers, but she kind of got lucky that your man's wife died, so that she could like swoop in there. And he already had a kid with her. Great. I don't have to fucking make any children's. So that works out good for her because the kid is lovely. And the only thing he says in this episode is like, "I'm 15" or something like that, which is it's really funny that it's just like that's the only line he gets. Oh man.
He's nice,
But
but he's bland. It is like there's no drama to him.
I think
Just
you get
gets on
a
with it.
yeah, you get a contrast with Phil, like her, I guess, like her young adult friend, that she's made, and Diana, her childhood friend, because she's having like tea with Mr. Henderson on the porch, and he's like, "So you doing any writing?" And it's like, "Nah, I'm not doing that no more." And it's like, because I thought there was like a package in the post office that seemed like a thing for writing, and he's like, "No, no, no, that's not for me. It must be for someone else." And Diana runs up and is like, "Hey, I submitted your story to a baking powder advertisement competition."
Yeah.
And she's like, "But there was no baking powder in my story." He's like, "Don't worry, I added that in where I said I always use Mrs. Crumple's baking powder in that particular part
I'm
where she
baking a
bakes a
cake for my
cake."
beloved who's going to die a tragic death.
Yeah, yeah.
To
And,
that
and
effect.
and it's like, "You won $20." And she's like, "Thank you, Diana. That was very kind of you to do." Like, she means well, but god damn it, kid, you really fucked up there.
It's more like I'm mortified by the
Yeah,
whole thing. It's like like writing like for ads that would like sully my vocation as a writer. It's just like yeah, but and like you gotta get paid. Maybe you will one day write the great American novel, but until then you gotta fucking pay
yeah.
your bills. You
And
gotta
she
pay for room and board here.
into the other stuff. This is a conversation she has with the very nice boy that she's known since childhood. And yeah, he's kind of like talking to her. It's like, you still have to pay your tuition fees, and then you can go on and be a great writer." And it's like, "Hey, thanks, Gilbert. You're my good friend." Like,
But he hasn't had that talk to her, like, they go and walk around and she's trying to, like, fob off and saying, "My, there's some nice flowers I saw over there. Let's go over and pick them for," and saying, "And you know what I came here to ask you about is, like, is there anything going to happen between us now? Because, like, I'm getting, like, mixed signals here, like, by what's going on. It's just, I really want us to come out front and saying, I love you. I love you for a long time now. What's it going to be?" And saying, it's like, "No, Gilbert, like, we're such good friends. They're like, this is going to ruin everything. We like, you can't keep, you gotta keep things the way they are."
yeah. And even him like giving her a bit of like leeway of just going like, "Do you think you could bring yourself to love me down the line?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
goodbye." It's like, is there a shot at all? And because he's asking, he's being genuine, and it's hurtful, but it's like, it needs to be said.
Yeah, but
Basically.
she's living the college life now, and like there's a number of gals, like Priscilla, like Anne's friend included, one saying, "Hey man, I got no more friends, but I'm totally gonna jump on that shit if you're kind of backing off from it, she's
Mhm.
gonna be right in there, like
Yeah. To light a fire under mostly, but so I guess Anne's kind of like, "Oh man, I want to have Gilbert in my life, like friggin' seeing the images, like, man, but he's been such a steadfast friend." And it's just like, but that's not what he wants out of it. Fortunately, there's a hot dude who got off a train, so I guess things are gonna change next episode.
Oh, here comes like the prince with like the kind of the brooding complexion about himself. He's
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
from like parts exotic and foreign. Like what could he be? He could be from the United States, perhaps. One of these Yankees I hear about.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's still good, but it is kind of like just trying to put a point on like a lot of this stuff that's been building for a long fucking time, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's like, got some wisdom over the years, but she can still be that dumbass kid if one puts her foot into it. Like, this comes out sometimes, and this is kind of some of those instances, like extended period of,
Yeah, I think her friend Prissy is kind of saying that it's just like you let that imagination like have an idea of what love is, rather than love is a thing that can grow between people over years of knowing them, that kind of thing. And you have this notion in your head that you can't get out, and it's actually ruining your fucking life. You're very upset about the whole thing, but yeah, too strong an imagination, maybe. Yeah.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Mm. Then we've got My Dress Up Darling, episode 21.
Oh.
Because I don't intend to sleep tonight.
This title actually has relevance, and it made me fucking laugh. And I knew it was coming because it's the fucking title, but I was just like, okay, that's really funny joke. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and one just like give it a kind of broad strokes real quick.
Yeah,
we're trying to get get off this like little kind of post cosplay day kind of meet up here. We've got it like on Juju influencing. We've kind of controlled her influencing. Like she wasn't going to go for it at all, but then it's just like, no, I just cast it for myself. And it's like, no, you don't. You cast it for like your sister who looks up to you. It's like she's
familiar
fan.
with the horror nun game, but her sister's into that shit. So it's just like, oh my god, you're gonna fucking do a group cosplay as that fucking character? That's fucking. And it's just like, yeah, I have to ring her back now and say yes, I will. I do want to do the group cosplay. So shows up at the meet, and the chat's kind of popping off a little, but as is pointed out later, Akira's keeping quiet until
Maren goes out to use the toilet or something like
Yeah.
that, and then she upstairs talking to talking to Jude, talking the rest of the table right there. And while Maren is gone, then she was back in, and it's just like and said, "Whoop," and it's like I'll go out for a cigarette, and then like Amane from kind of watching phone said, "Oh, I'll go off one too," and then go to phone said, "Oh, I gotta go to the toilet too. Actually, where I'll go outside,
Yeah.
And they go outside, and Akira's out in the smoking area. Amane is there as well. He's kind of just like laying off and saying, it's just like you're kind of a little tense in there. You're all right with saying it's just that Maren chick is like. I don't want to get into it too much right now, but I just don't fucking like her, man. I can't be around her.
I don't want to interact with her. I don't want to talk to her. And Gojo overhears.
Gojo's there right in the corner. It's like, oh man, is it fun? It's like, he keeps that little nugget to himself now. He keeps it in
because it would upset her to find out that someone like is this disdainful of you for he doesn't know the reason. Like that reason is never given. But
so that's how we touched upon again. That'll probably come up by some stage soon. But like, no, meeting Spurs and fun saying, like, Gojo, I got that like non-video game at home. If you want to like go over like the story of it, so you can like get that like straight away. If you want to help us out with the costuming and stuff like that, you can go give it a go. And we'll come out. Goes over to her house and just like plays a game for her bite and fun and saying, well, I must be hitting an old dusty trail of fun and saying, oh shit, the fucking trains are out. It's like
initially she made the joke of, it's like, hey, you want to stay the night? He's like, oh no way. And she's like, I'm only fucking with you. But then the trains are cancelled and she's like, no, sincerely, you should stay the night. Like this isn't like I've come on or anything. This is like you should, because my dad's not here, you can sleep in his bed, and like last time you stayed out all night on the balcony, you got sick and your grandpa was worried, and it's just like it's grand.
He's laying it out, and she's like coming at him up and saying, like, dude, like, in all seriousness, I'm not going to throw you out in the street. Like, there's no trains going. Like, no, like if
hours walking home, kind of
like thing. No, the phone alert, I just kind of say it was a fatal accident. No, this is some serious shit. They're going to be out for hours, like
Yeah.
So
not till the morning, probably.
There's a fun Donkey Kong just like down like 5 minutes down the road and get you like some pajamas or some shit, and get clean to tonight. It'll be grand. It's just like, no, you can't go on and do that now. And he's off his headphones saying, "No, I can't be staying night. It's so improper. Like, what happened right there? Wait a minute.
I'm sleeping over. And then he sees the Monster Energy drink from the anime that they liked in the first one, where there was a succubus, first season, and he's like, if I drink the Monster Energy and I'm up all night, I
I
didn't
just won't
sleep over.
sleep.
I was awake over. So that I'll just leave in the morning, fucking on a energy high,
Checkmate.
and it'll be grand. But obviously he's in the I wouldn't call it like the adult section or whatever. You know, the little kids don't go buy Monster Energy drink, that
It's
kind of thing.
well, like it's not even like this is actually
It's
like
not in the 18 place. Yeah.
before you even go to the curtain, it's right there in front of it, and it is this. If you go to like a Don Quixote shop, things are laid out in a strange way and not the
Yeah.
way they respect. So in this instance, for some reason, they've laid out the Monster Energy drinks right there next to the batches of columns. And Mara's coming around and just like saying, "Hey, go to like you need ready to go." For and saying it's like no, it's like what you buying there? Are you okay? For and saying no, that'd be fine.
I've got
I don't
everything I need
intend to
here.
sleep tonight. And he's just like doesn't see the fridge. He's like, well, she obviously kind of sees the array of like fucking like Magnum, fucking Rocket Punch, and whoever you want to call these condom brands. It's like holy
Yeah.
shit. It's like fuck. It's like I knew like hey, it's all coming my way from him, but I didn't think he was like picking up on that. Is he like gonna fucking try something tonight? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
Yeah,
shit! Oh shit!
and she's kind of like, is it fucking happening? Are we gonna fuck? Am I ready for that? You know, and it's just like, not, dude. He bought a Monster Energy drink. It's not a big deal.
Oh, it's a monster, all right.
It's such a
So-
dumb fucking setup for a joke, and it really got me. Yeah.
Yeah, but I go. It's been a while since you've had these two on this, like kind of very mortifying situation.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get around this, it's gonna be the Love Hotel all over again. So, while like I'm in some ways dreading it, I'm also in some ways like just very much anticipating it. It's just like, oh man, this is gonna be a shit show in the best possible way.
Awkward comedy. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I see. Particularly because the next episode's called "So We're Going to Do It All Right Now."
Yeah,
And that'll probably be interpreted as like, yeah, we can play the video game again. I'm fine with that. Like, they're stupid. They're stupid, horny teenagers, and they don't get it. But it's fine. They'll get there eventually.
Talking of stupid, horny teenagers and stupid, horny ancient mountain gods, the summer Hikaru died. Episode 9, Old Man Takeda. In which
I do love how this opens with like them recovering in. I keep forgetting her name. The housewives.
yeah,
house?
Tsurubashi.
that's
Yes,
it. We should
and
probably
she's-
remember her
it's
name
she-
because seems to be the
she's the
third
main
main
character.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. Shirabashi, where she's taking him in, and she's like, yeah, that guy's a monster. Like they haven't tricked her or anything. She's like, yeah, okay. Like, I mean, I guess we still have to figure out what's fucking the dealio going on here. But she's just so chill with every fucking nasty thing that is happening around.
She's seen worse than this. Like you should have
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
my situation with this, where my husband didn't even come back in his regular form. It seemed to be some kind of fucking like Dunwich horrors type deal that lived in the wardrobe, and just had a big hand and an eye that came out. Which when it fucking killed, injured our son, it was actually sad and shed tears about it. There was something of him in there, but it was not
Yeah.
fucking him.
That's the difference she's saying, is like her husband's soul was still in that thing, and that's what made it particularly bad. But it was just like, yeah, this is why you can't mix. It's because it's like he wanted to love his son, but was a giant monster living in a house, so was incapable of doing it without maiming him. So
Yeah, because he was in purity. Hikaru, you're something older, more ancient that doesn't obey the rules of time.
yeah. Because she basically talks about like the world of the living, the world of the dead. They're closer than you imagine. The veil between is small, so they try and get back into the world of the living as impurities. They're not supposed to be in this world, but they are people and feelings that died and passed on. You're something else. Like they're after you in the same way they're after people.
It's outside
Like,
the cycle of
exactly.
life, death, and everything in between.
Yeah. But you're a good boy, so let's form a plan.
She's just so nice. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the bit where she's like, I can tell you're both good boys, and you see her like vision of his arm being all squiggly wiggly while she's holding their hands. But she's not done any research, so she doesn't know the things that the families know who've been in this area for longer. But they owe her enough favors that you could use her name to to get information out of these families.
Presumably, at some point, it was like, "Hey, I think there's a ghost," and she comes in, slaps that fucking ghost, and then the problem is solved. So she's done some good in the town, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Meanwhile, Tanaka's got the information that his hunting dog has brought back in the form of a bell, and it seems like a horrible sensation of getting this information back into him. Um,
It
It
seems
didn't.
all
I did.
rushed straight through him. It's just like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, because he mentions before about like he needs to give up parts of himself to do stuff like erect barriers.
What did
so
that thing take off you? Yeah.
as that like like remove some other part of him to like summon us and then call it back and get the information.
Like, I know it was visualized in the restaurant scene in the prior episode, but I thought a lot of the bell noise thing was just like spooky sounds, and it was like, oh no, it's literally that monster is jangling a bell, which he's going to now use to. It's a psychometry where you're reading memories off an object.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he kind of does that through it, and he identifies the two fucking kids. He's like, okay, now I know who exactly. I know one of these kids already. Like, so he knows what he's
Yeah.
looking for.
And then they go to speak to old man Takeda, who basically says, "Yeah, it's your Hikaru. It's your family's fault. They're the ones who did it. They asked for something in the 1700s from the god on the mountain that
Because there was a great famine or something. Yeah.
Well, it seems to be like the
It
famine
wasn't
was
just a famine.
caused by.
Historically, it was a famine, but like
Yes,
it
there's
was
also a curse
knock-on effect of this nonsense. Yeah.
because they asked for something so taboo that it stopped being a god that gave you wishes and is now a vengeful god that the family have to go and apologize to every so often.
They need to bring. They keep calling it like something San, like it's a specific
Yeah,
person.
I think it's that
So,
little
yeah.
shrunken
Ichio-san.
head. that
Probably the
they-
shrunken head. Yeah.
that they
That might
recovered
be the
from the
shrunken head, the
bag.
person who fucked up in the first place, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the shrine, boy. Look at the shrine a little closely, why can't you?
And then he gets possessed by an impurity, and his head rotates in unnatural ways, grows a new face, grows his hair back. Tanaka wanders in, puts the old man to sleep, kills him. I don't know yet.
Neutralizes the target.
Neutralizes him. Because he was going to attack these two kids with a sword, with a rusty sword, and then
But
Tanaka
that's the sword
cuts.
that Tanaka gave them, isn't
The
it?
cursed sword, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Tanaka cuts Hikaru's head off.
He's like, "Hey, Kate, I just want to try something out." Chops his head off and goes like, "Whoa!" Would you believe it?
I'd say this is the sword that doesn't cut the way you would think. Because Hikaru's head still seems conscious. I know it's like after a guillotining, let's say, the head can actually be conscious for up to a minute afterwards. But I think in Hikaru's case, I've already noticed in the subtitles now that like when I talk about Hikaru in the past tense, the actual human, it's like regular font. Hikaru that we taught it now is it's all italicized to differentiate it.
It's a good way to do the difference, like just to indicate tone. Is like we're talking about Hikaru and Hikaru, like the different things. Yeah.
Yeah, and we get there's some talk in the middle about what's the difference between me and the old Hikaru, and we see that he's made a shrine to the original Hikaru, and then we get
Next to
into some of-
Crowley.
Yeah, and I think it's particularly because it's next to Crowley, because he then does the thing of, I used to get embarrassed about looking at Hikaru's body, and that doesn't happen to me with you. And then he kind of
And he
starts.
pulls down his shirt to check it. Like it's like, no, I don't.
No,
I'm not turned on by you,
those
dude.
feelings.
So.
But you get the feeling that the new Hikaru is affectionate in a way that is not being in return to him, because it's almost feeling like now he's treating this Hikaru like Crowley, like he's an animal and we have to find the best habitat for him, and particularly when he starts scruffing his head like it's a dog.
Initially, like the way he views it, like at least a version of Hikaru is still here with me. At least I can still interact with this person that I love, even though it's a facsimile. It's not the real fucking thing. It feels right. But since trying to fucking kill him, he's just like, okay, you need my help again, like a sick crow that you're trying to mind, kind of thing. And yeah, it's how his affection for him has definitely changed over the show. It's really well done, and I do like the kind of symmetry of when remembering old Hikaru, like at his dad's grave, where he was unreadable fucking book. He didn't really let his emotions out. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you think I could eat one of these buns?" And he's like, he's making light of the situation because he's just like, I'm not going to tell you how I feel right now, but he's using the same buns at Ikaru's shrine that he's made for him, and it's just like, because it means something to them, that kind of thing. It's nice.
Well, yeah, Ms. Yasser Bashi also was wanting Hikaru. I tell us so. Is that
Yeah.
look, I know you mean like well by Yoshiki there, and like you had your reasons, but don't mix any further, because if it goes any goes too far, Yoshiki might not be able to live in the human world anymore. And I think to an extent, Yoshiki probably wouldn't mind living in the human world anymore, because he never really felt like he belongs with it, or he felt comfortable in it.
Yeah, and probably with having some gay fucking thoughts, he's like, I need to move to the city where that shit's more like he doesn't feel as close to this kind of thing. So running away from all of that, even to become monstrous, might be a thing he'd go for. Yeah.
Yeah. And also because it's a question like, okay, so is Tanaka not wholly in the human world anymore with all the things he's doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
His
and
connection to the human world seems to be a hamster and that idol group that he keeps singing the fucking songs.
yes, oh yeah, the fact that he's
That's
still
the
singing,
only.
the
That's
fact he's still singing that song while the head's sitting in
Yeah.
Yoshiki's hands.
Yeah. It's not much of a connection to the living world, but it's what he got.
That's all you need sometimes, man. A reason to keep going on. Waiting for the next
What
album to drop.
if the band breaks up now? That's what I'm worried about.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's like Rampage kills 19, injures dozens more.
Oh yeah, Old Man Takeda thought that he was next on the list to be
Yeah, he thinks, I
targeted.
assume, like a final destination of this is the order in which all the old people who've been involved in these sins are going to get knocked off, and I'm fucking next, which is probably how
Yes.
he's gotten possessed, because he's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
he's
you were
sleeping.
next.
He's sleeping.
There was such a nice animation because there's part where he's angrily shouting at these two fucking boys who've come into his house, where part of his face twitches, and I was just like, oh, that's an odd bit of animation. But then when his face really starts fucking twitching,
He
I was
just
like,
starts
oh,
morphing around. He's like,
there's
oh.
another face moving underneath his skin. That's so creepy and good. But I
And
did like the kind of
yeah,
setup to that.
and particularly creepy because there's those masks behind him on the wall
Yes.
there's already additional faces in the shot.
Yeah. It's so well put together. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I think of the two, I'm now going Apocalypse Hotel being my favorite of the two Cygames, and probably my favorite
You
show
get
of
such
the
a
year so far.
variance in it. Like, like that's the thing. And it's episode to episode different. Whereas this is like creepy and fucked up, but like there's a mystery and there's a bit of comedy every episode. Like it has that consistent tone throughout.
This is like also the Cygames play for prestige television in the like traditional sense. If one
That's not a bad
here's
thing.
something
But
that's like it's like actual structured kind of mystery drama thing. It's like wait, we could keep playing all the way through. Well, Pockets Hotel again had its variants. It could also have a concept there like we miss a think science fiction, but also this we're gonna do some stupid shit this week. We're gonna kill zombies with a chainsaw, like just or a sandworm with a chainsaw. Like it's gonna be all about that instead.
I think the level of
still be
production
poignant.
is higher across on Apocalypse Hotel as well. I can't remember ever seeing like the occasional scene where I was a little disappointed. Where it has started cropping up in the second half of this series. But it's still great. It's still going to be in the top 10, I think, unless unless autumn rather is full of even more amazing things.
bangers all the way.
But autumn comes in, and it's like fun saying that's the now now it's autumn. I'm not sure the summer Hikaru died as something, but no, it's all about this. I know it's all about just the heat of summer in the calf. Like it's like the stifling heat and light of it all. It's all part of the atmosphere, but.
Puriru is a kawaii slime. Episode 21. Art is all about. In which Kotaro is getting into drawing and realizing that his skills are not what he thinks they are in his own head.
Sub Roboco level.
Yeah.
Katara, rather. Yeah. It is. I like this episode though because it does the thing of like he's clear. It becomes very clear in this episode. He's like super comfortable when he's around Alice because he gets to be into cute things without worrying about what
Like
people
that,
think about him.
he still admits that he has not taken the position of being her designer guy. I don't know what the
Yes.
hell position he has, like secondhand man.
Idea
Um,
man.
yeah. But he hasn't. I'm officially I haven't taken the position, but I'm here to enjoy and talk about cute things. Like maybe on a payroll. I'm not sure if she's paying him. I assume she isn't. But yeah, it
One day,
allows him
maybe.
to enjoy cute things. Um,
Yes. Yeah, and
yeah,
it's clear from her point of view, even though she clouds it by constructing it within this world of capitalism that she's been raised in, is like, oh, here is a friend I've got who we can relate to, and it's not my maid dressing up as my made-up character.
my
Um,
OC. Yeah.
which then causes the friction of this episode is that the maid does not think that Katara is good for Alice.
He's a bad
And
I
influence.
don't
Like,
approve of this boy.
and it's
no.
because like he's the first guy outside of her family, outside of her fucking employees, who agrees that she's a genius and a business visionary and that kind of shit. Is like, yeah, I like your cute mascot character, and it's like the kid who's been fed premium food all their life, and then eat a regular hamburger. They're just like, holy shit, this is amazing. And it's like, their fast food is good. I don't know how to explain it to you, rich fucking people. It's meant to taste nice. It's as simple as that. It's not more complicated, but
Well, you
And
don't discover any old thing though, as well, because it always comes down to a matter of taste. It's just like, as I say, money can't buy taste.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes also not money can also buy taste. Not to say the things can't exist. Like, it's a learning curve of
Yeah,
what
yeah.
how to go with it. So between these two Rooney runes that we're trying to market here, which do you think's better? The kind of very simple and clean little like heart design here, or the overcluttered like Rooney Rune lost in a bunch of flowers and blossom stuff up there? Everyone's saying, well, more implies like you get
More
more,
cute
so
is more cute.
there's more value in there. So obviously they want to get more cute flowers and shit, and it's better, even though it's like, no, yeah, but it seems like you're after flowers now. Like, there's no Rooney Rune in there. Where's the Rooney Rune in this all this situation? You can't even see the familiar
yes,
silhouette of like the two big ears and the round
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Wait a
it's
minute.
very funny that the two people she recruits to try and solve this problem are Nampa and Pooniroo. First of all, Pooniroo to like confirm that her suspicions about what is the real cute one, which is the simple design. Yes, Pooniroo is like, yes, the other one's distracting from the cuteness.
Funaroo
Pooniroo,
has dedicated her whole toy life to understanding cute and being cute things. Like Katara repeatedly through the episode is like, transform into a gray rectangular block so I can draw you perfectly. And she's like, I only turn into cute things. I only turn into cute things. Like, to quick turn into a version of Rooney Rune, and it's like, I only turn into cute things that are me. I don't turn into other cute characters. Like, I'm very specific about what I transform into. But
Unless
yeah,
it's like a train, this.
yeah, I guess. But yeah, so the maid trusts her ability to recognize cute when she sees it, basically. Recognize kind for kind. Yeah.
and Nampa, of course, is a contest, so therefore he wants to take part in this contest because
And I'll
he,
give you my Beyblade if you win. And so I don't fucking want it, man. I
But
don't.
even the maid has to admit the idea he had to like get people to attend the resort actually took off. So he's not completely stupid about this kind of thing.
yes,
So we should give him
Mhm.
a go.
it is very funny how long his theme tune plays though as he enters the story.
He clearly has his own show in the background, like with
Yeah,
with a whole cast of characters that he goes like he leaves partway through this to hang out with his cast of characters. Basically, it's
But
great.
I thought there were the guys from fucking the anime. But I guess he exists. It's not another anime happening. It's another fucking like thing happening alongside it. It's like at the other school across town.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah. So Puru doesn't want to help until Kataro points out, look, if I lose, they're going to give you to Nampa, and then she has a flashback to what Nampa did to Runru of covering her with Koro Koro stickers, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll help you out. I'll turn into the toy." Um, but yes, Alice is turned around when she actually sees the original art because Nampa has made this sculpture, and then the maid comes in and makes him design a pirate version of Runru,
Well,
Um,
initially, it's the statue of David with Mickey Mouse ears, which is
yes,
like it's incredible, but like you've
Not
sort of lost the
cute.
design a bit. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so it
Because
takes up a side
the,
of it.
the initial joke was like, oh, Namba's like, I made her all muscly, and he's like, so I'm probably going to win in this drawing contest. It's like, no, he's made the statue of David out of clay, seemingly life size. But yeah, so it's his version is Rune with a pirate hat and angel wings on a dragon,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Yes.
and the maid's like too far,
No,
rips off the dragon, throws it out the fucking window. It's like a pirate hat and wings is like that's fine. That doesn't take from the design too much. That's okay.
And Kataro's is Puniru turned into
His drawing of the
Runaroo.
flowery
Yes.
Rune. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, she's
and-
better than it as well. Is the other
Yes,
thing. 'cause
Puniru
colour.
gets insulted, so she appears, and then the art is revealed, and she's trying to say, "Look how stupid Kataro's art is," but Alice is like, "No, this is amazing. This is where we get the hamburger speech from the maid." It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, she thinks this is
It's
cute."
it's the thing of like the entire episode. He's been hiding his drawings by calling Punaru, and she's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And just diving into her, ruining his own fucking drawings so no one can see how shit they are.
Oh, senpai, sorry, my drive out the Punu. Just that. Oh.
Yes,
This is
he
the
does
first time
make-
another character,
Yeah.
besides the maid, sees his drawing and
Yes.
is like, "No, this is fucking outsider art. I'm into this shit.
Yes,
this is the
we'll
kind
make
of fucking vision we need for the future."
merchandise of it,
Commons
sell it around the
version.
skull. Yeah. He mentions early on that there is one thing he can draw, and then after the credits, we get to see what is the one thing he can draw, and it is, of course, Puniru in a penguin form. He's been drawing it for 8 years.
It's one of
course
those things
it's
of a
great.
little kid, like they kept drawing like the one thing or the one character or whatever, and they actually do get good at it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, and
But
they go,
it's a nice little this whole episode, like a little like just a small little like lesson, like what constitutes good character design.
Yeah.
What like elements should be kind of looking out for here, and like that adage there. And I was asked like a character design panel that I worked on recently there, and it's like they brought up that same thing, and like, could anybody, or including a small child, draw like a good enough facsimile of this like in their copybook? Like that's the key thing at that. So like, yeah, a Puniru,
Yeah.
that could probably, it's a penguin with like, a hat and the kind of thing. I could probably do a job at that somehow. Yeah.
I think I've seen that with like the simplicity is better paired back with flag designs, and I think like you see other things like superhero costumes and stuff, but then again you get exceptions like fucking Spider-Man, where it's just like very few people could, unless you're good at drawing, can draw that very well.
It's a pattern you can repeat over and over.
But there are exceptions to it as well. Is the other fucking thing? Like there's simple a small child could do it, and there's also like that's too many lines. What the fuck is wrong with you, Dicko? Like, but
Yeah.
that's the other thing.
yeah, and they say, "Oh, that's that penguin we see around with Puniru." And they say, "You can really see the love in your lines." And then Jeannie's over by the tree, getting madder and madder at the situation. And then we're gonna have like,
She had offered to model nude for him earlier, which
yes,
she's slime. We know she is nude.
Robot slime. You're
Slime.
always naked unless you're putting on a school uniform, and even to that, you're sort of robot slime.
Yeah.
yeah. It's I was shocked that character design that I thought was Mammy's younger brother is apparently her dad.
It explains a lot in a very unfortunate way. Yeah.
Yes.
Where did we hear the voice?
Oh, it's going to be a little kid's voice, dude. Like I'm 100% sure that's what they're going to go for.
be. I don't know.
Yeah.
A couple of episodes time for that though, because I think we're getting another sort of Kataro flashback episode next week, I think.
Okay.
Then it's City, the animation, episode 9, the fourth city race and champion. Only 2 stories this week, one of which is the entire episode, and one of which is the after the credits sequence.
What I do
There's
like is
still
we're
distinct
following a
little
couple
bits
of
in it, because you
Yeah.
gotta show that the race standing is bit by bit of the race.
Well, we also we don't get all the different racers in the race, because we kind of like, through the checking in on the leaderboard of who's currently in the positions, we kind of go, what the fuck happened to those guys? Or like the newscast goes like, well, these guys have given up and started drinking, and it's just, we see these, there's
Yeah.
other shit going on that we are not privy to, and those also look like really fun stories, which I love.
Hold
That.
on. They've
Yes.
gotten so drunk they've actually put together some kind of like fun like racing machine and have one rocketing towards the finish line.
Like the whole time I was like, this is a good way of doing like wacky races without doing wacky races. And then they fucking pull out the gadget mobile, and I was just like,
Yes.
all
And,
right, okay.
and there's the ongoing plot that the butler is trying to fix the race. And then it's
Yeah,
revealed at the end that somebody else had fixed the race.
it's really
Hmm.
funny because it doesn't explain parts of it to you, as it explains it partway through. So you see our oldest son of the shop
The
carrying
Adatara family, yeah.
carrying the main girl like through the race, and it's like, I was like, did I miss an episode? Did they get together? I was like, did I skip ahead? And I was like, no, this is the right one. I was like, that's weird. But then it kind of flashes back. It's like, so the butler said, I've paired you up with this guy. And she's like, okay, I don't want the race to end until I ask him out to dinner. And he's like, all right, I'll get my team of snipers right fucking on it. And also he's on the roof with a rifle as well, intermittently feeding pigeons, but mostly like just eye on the fucking target, making sure the race continues until she asks him to dinner.
Yes, and we get
His
like
main concern.
more of the personality of the rest of the Derby staff as well in this.
Yeah, yeah.
We also get
Because
the
he
quiz.
he lets them off partway through, because it's like, yeah, you
Yes,
guys do whatever, like it's cool.
the Quiz King coming back, big part of it as well.
Self-proclaimed quiz king. They keep calling him that, which is really
Yes,
funny. Suggests he's shit at quizzes. Is the yeah.
um,
So
I love
it's sorry.
a bunch of it is following Nagamo and Nikura's progress, and it's Nikura trying to reconcile the version of Nagamo in the lockout.
Yes.
He's trying to win back off that fucking like football team who said if you win the race, we'll give the lockout back to you. But the version of Nagamo in that lockout who won every challenge and beat every club versus the fucking waster that she knows nowadays, it doesn't really get out that much of fun. Saying it's just the same person. My fighting this hard in this race for this person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
the idea
same
of
one anymore.
the person you're with now is the person who's climbed every mountain and won every fucking thing, whereas the person that you that you admire so much, that you fell for, is was achieving those things, and that's what made you enamored with her in the first place. It is, by the way, that it's all two-person teams. Some weird
yes.
combinations too, but some of the obvious ones, like those two little girls who are just like,
Chan and Matsuri, yeah, just like
I love
going about their pace is just like no, what? Like one of the rounds is just like we gotta play the newlywed game. One's like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
at
have a
each
question.
checkpoint you have
Write
to
down the
answer a
card what you
question. Yeah,
think
yeah.
your partner's gonna say, and it's just obviously enter the Matsuri ones in. Okay, vehicle, go. Paint can stilts. Bingo. Okay, and we happen to have made some. We're going to finish the race.
They pull
with
them out of their
paint can
pockets, and
stilts.
they're going, they're making progress, but they're not like being very fast, obviously, as they're keeping pace with each other in their fucking tin can
But they're
stilts.
steady. Like, you know,
Slow and steady, man.
they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like getting
Yes.
interfered with or interfering with anybody else.
Also,
they're doing the right thing.
Also, someone is fixing the race so that they will win.
The thing in front of because that's the thing that's revealed partway through is like, so your man said, hey, do you want to team up for the butler sets it up as like, hey, you want to team up, and and then you can ask him out for dinner. And she has fainted for the entire fucking race, so she has to come back to consciousness until she can ask him out. So the oldest brother is carrying her, and at the question portion of it, you just have like these the guys in black on the stage hands basically coming in with, with the cue cards, answering the questions for them to make sure they have all the correct answers. It's just so stupidly fixed, and no one can see this happening. Like one person says, it's like, hey, a sniper just shot me, and then he like distracts him with something else, and it's just like, they're so stupid. It's very fun.
Yes. And you think like a lot of the obstacles are being set up by the butler, and then they fall into one of the traps, and then it's revealed at the end like a load of the traps are not the butler. It's Wacko has done it.
Wacko has set up this entire fucking race. This is her fucking plan. This was just a thing that Wacko set up that was convenient for her to ask out this guy that she likes, and the butler to try and fix the race in that favor. But no,
Hmm.
it's Wacko's crazy plan to do a completely different thing.
Just
Yes.
like, oh well, these two best friends are going to have to say goodbye to each other like soon, so I just wanted to do something nice for them while they had the chance, and that's just like a sweet little gesture in and of itself. But then we get to, like, the post credits bit where it's just, hey, Etchin and Matsuri, you've won your prize money. What are you gonna do? You're gonna spend it all on sweets? It's just like, oh, we got all these kind of wacky plans we do to each other one time. Okay, how about my half? I come visit you. And your half, you come visit me. Like between 10 like a million and split between the two of us is probably all holidays in there.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
just like, you two don't need money like to have fun with each other. You just need the ability to just be next to each
to
other. Like,
be together. Yeah, that
and if
kind of
money
thing.
can
'Cause-
do that, then it's fine. We'll use the money for that.
And it's because the worry that they had was that memory is so fucking good. We're not gonna like be able to compete with that. So we're gonna use this money to. That race was so good. We're not gonna be able to compete with that as a memory. But we're gonna use this money to make new memories with each other. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And everyone's kind of like, I was gonna buy a lot of sweets. It's like, oh fuck, that would be really good too. I hadn't thought of that shit. Or we're gonna buy churros or something. I can't fucking remember.
Yeah, something like that. Also, we learned that Rico's an amazing hacker as well.
Yeah.
The
She's-
crazy the race goes so wild at the end of it, and it's got this kind of like, because they have drone cameras that people
Yes.
hop up and down of, like your man just leaping on the camera, and then the landlady also leaping on fucking drones all the way through it, but it has this single drone shot going through the race as everything goes to shit
At
at
the
the end.
climax, yeah, we're going across
And
the
to the
bridge.
point where the two girls crossing the finish line are too distracted by this shit. They're looking over their shoulders as they fucking hit the tape, making them the winners. And they're just like, what the fuck? It's so good. Yeah. Just
yes,
good, crazy shit.
Yeah, because they're still giving you the position of Teka Radake, like way down the end of the race, even though he's like disqualified almost immediately.
He tries to get back into the race because it seems he has his partner in his back, but he actually has all the fucking animals in his bag, which that's not a person. Several animals in a bag is not a fucking teammate person. There's a couple of rules.
That's discrimination
One,
against monkeys.
you have to pass the checkpoint with your partner. Two, what was it, like, I think there's a couple of where it's like you can use items are allowed, so people like going on jet cars that have a drill on the front, or grabbing onto a passing drone, all perfectly legal. Using tin can stills to fucking pass, absolutely fine. There's nothing against that.
Yes,
And
'cause
obviously
it's-
our sporty
it-
girl is like, that's bullshit, that's fucking bullshit. It's
Yeah.
like, it's in the rules though.
yeah, because to begin with, like Nagumo and the landlady had forgotten the rule that you have to wait for your partner, and they just charged ahead. And I think
And then charging back to pick up their
Yeah.
partners. Yeah.
and Wacko at one point just sets up a picnic and just stops racing.
Wacko is the landlady's teammate, which must be very
Yes.
frustrating for her, and you kind of want to see that story as well. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important you don't see much of that because of the final reveal
Yes.
of what she's actually
Yeah,
been
yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
It's just like a really good way to again underline the whole connectivity of this place, not a characters
Yeah.
in it. While there are sketches where, like, one sort of groupie might interact with another like that, this is a way of fun saying, no, they all live in the same town. We're gonna pour them all and make them run down the same road into the same maze, into the same fucking Takeshi's Castle obstacle course as the rest of them, and see how they all bounce off each other that way.
And we even
Uh,
have the continuing thing of she's been blackmailed by the pendant by her brother.
Yes.
It's like, so they'll give her money to the soccer team is what they're trying to do, but it's not even the fucking same pendant. She's like, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
yeah, fantastic episode. I think it's
Hmm.
easily the best one so far, and all the episodes have been good. So
I cannot pick a favorite, man. It's been very fucking good overall. Yeah.
I still love 5. I still love that split screen one. I've got like a stupid video I've wanted to kind of cut together based off of it there for a while now.
Yeah.
then on to something I've not seen: Sakamoto Days, episode 19, Exam Stage 3.
Oh, yeah.
This I do like it. Just the examiners and obviously our psychic kid figuring out this shit where he's just like, it's grab your partner's tail, open your bullets.
We're doing tag rugby here, like, we gotta
Yeah.
think of a way to fucking, like, to especially with these like usually.
And a lot of them have died already.
Usually don't
so...
let us make a kill by now. What the fuck do we do? It's like, yeah, it's tag up, like, just got like well, like different color teams. Everyone get into your color teams, and like, you guys like grab like as many like tags off the other teams as possible for a time limit, and they will go with it. This is where they also bring in the scholarship students.
They get to skip straight to this stage, yeah, which is like, that's bullshit. It's like, no, they're recommended from, they were doing practical assassination internships, I think, at companies, so they're also allowed to bring their own shit, which obviously our girl with is it like a shotgun axe?
Shotgun axe with Toromaru, yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of variations of that in manga usually over the years, and I think this is like the most like fully realized version thereof. Where it's not just the fact you got an axe and a shotgun, it's using like the blast the shotgun to aid the movements of the axe to chop things with.
Yeah, the momentum.
But she put a deft hand at one of the Smith Monopoly and saying, "What the fuck is this? Gossip students coming in. We had a fun fight away too. She's handy with that. She's against your neck already. There's also like a fella, one Heiji with the hat. We don't know. He's got very good hearing. And then another quiet gentleman, not saying too much right now. I wonder what his part will be in this later on. They all get cast out into their different kind of teams. I don't know, was this based on where they were just standing or what? But,
no, it was they open the bullet, and the color ribbon that you have inside the bullet determines your team. So it works out conveniently enough. Teams of 3, considering how many died, I guess there could have been bigger teams. Yeah. They're just like, okay, so Shin and what's his name, like 14-year Mafuyu, and the new guy who's keeping quiet with the hood is they're on a team, and Sakamoto,
Akao,
and Kill Baby are on a team.
Sorry,
team.
Sorry, Akira is her name. We don't get her surname until the end of it.
Yeah, right.
And Kill Baby, yeah. And it's just like a team of this, like, we're professional killers. We've done this exam so many times. It's going to group together and do this like this. We're going to do it coldly and efficiently. Sorry, it's this person is this business, and they're kind of out there like setting traps and doing ruthless tactics. And then the rest of them mostly are getting this smashed up by Toromaru, which is like going out there fun and saying, "Yep, oh, I can't wait. Oh, I want to be on team with Sakamoto. I'm a fucking absolute fucking super biggest fan, but like, maybe if I can't keep on going this and kind of teach all the rest of you losers, maybe to meet up with him, maybe I get to fight him. Yeah, it'd be great."
Yeah, we've seen her react to her Sakamoto, her handmade Sakamoto. What do you call those little dangly things?
Little plush doll keychain.
Yeah, keychain thing. Just she's a big Sakamoto fan, and Sakamoto's like, "Good Lord, I hope she doesn't notice me or how fat I've gotten." He's like, assume what's going on in his head, because he doesn't want that kind of attention. But it's the main problem is by a couple of other sneaky teams. They've trapped himself and Akira and Kill Baby under a steel net that they had, I guess, while they were camping out at the beach. But fortunately, Akira is fucking skinny as fuck, so she can just slip through the net.
Then she just falls back on instinct, and it's one do or die right now. It's them or me. What are you gonna do? And she just goes in there with her fucking finger. She just tears the dude's throat out. Just cuts his neck like that. Sakamoto, like, horrified, if one got busted under the net and just neutralize these losers and get down with it. It's just like, holy shit, he could throw his fucking throat out
to his carotid artery or whatever.
And he's seen this somewhere before. It's like, Akira, what the fuck? What's your surname? It's like, Akira Akao. If one said Akao, it's like my old buddy from back in the day.
Yeah, where they were. It's like these were the main, himself and your man and Akao were the 3 guys from Nagamo, from 3 guys from his year that obviously would have been the best of the best. And since we know 2 of them, Sakamoto and Nagamo, were on the top hitman squad, she must have been something as well. What's going on with that?
It just runs in the family, really. It's just like this instinctual, just the most efficient way to kill somebody, like, and just like the fastest like least number of movements even. Again, with just their fucking finger.
Because we get that when they're at the shooting range in Assassin's School, where she's like, you know what, you guys, when you can see the line to the most efficient way to kill someone, they're like, the fuck are you talking about? It's like, can you guys not fucking see that? And it's like, oh, her sister can as well. It's like, oh no, she's not
her
good at
aunt.
killing. Sorry, yeah. Her niece can see, Kira can see it as well. But like just the idea that yeah, it's she's not good at killing, but she has this inherent thing of like, I can see the quickest way to fucking murderize someone.
Yeah. Well, as I was thinking, like, oh, there's like the skill for like sewing up a bunch of jackets into a parachute. Like, it's like, no, is that she like the most efficient path to just root all this through on? It just happens to just like fall back on killing people. Maybe because of the environment she gets placed into. It's just like, well, this is what you gotta do to survive right now. Yeah. But I thought it came up later in this arc, but then like this things happen in between that kind of like glossed over a bit. And again, this like, a single finger is just like just straight through this dude. Love the brutality out of this. Again, like I said, it's a good kind of tasty arc. It's really hit its stride.
Yeah.
So in moments makes you go up and saying, "Whoa, yeah," which occasionally happens when you're reading the comic, and you're going to see what more they can do.
It's so funny and like cool action. You forget how fucking violent it is at times as well. Yeah.
Then we got Detectives These Days Are Crazy, episode 10, Catch the Sneak Photographer and The Bullet Bride. So they've been hired by a water park to find a sneak photographer who's been taking photos of women in the changing rooms called Uncle Scoop. And this is definitely not an excuse for the show to leer at all the characters' bodies. It's
no.
It is quite funny how they do it, but then they make a point of saying nobody in the world is finding the things you're seeing sexy. That's the final punchline of this segment. Is
they're trying to make you, the audience, the creep, because everyone else is not into this shit. Yeah.
Like I just bet that like Mashiro's up in a full like frogman suit of one, saying,
Yes.
"Yep, brought my swimsuit. Yep, this is what I always wear when I go swimming."
I think it's her most subtle swimsuit. All the rest of them are too colorful. And it's like, we got to blend in with the crowd. And it's like, you're wearing like a full wetsuit to a swimming pool that you do not blend in.
Asa has wearing something sensible for to go to the pool in. It's fine. It's mostly like pretty like I suppose you can go to the pool, but something like absolutely scandalous for the most part.
Yeah, they capture somebody taking sneaky photos, but they realize this isn't Uncle Scoop because these aren't the sort of photos that Uncle Scoop's been uploading to the internet. These are just tits and asses, not people changing.
Well, also they initially capture the guy who works at the detective office, who's like, "No, I'm doing research," and it's like, "I'm also happening to take pictures of women as well." It's just a sheer coincidence, and it's like,
think about it. They're all taken from inside the locker room, so it must mean who could get in and out of the women's locker room, but a woman. A woman is taking the photos, so we can't.
Also, at this point, they have successfully knocked Asinaru out to the point of amnesia.
It's the same thing similar thing that they use in one of that episodes of Witch Watch, where the scientist one has this like, I got this thing that turns like this a thin film of water, as there would be around a pool, into like this super slick gelatin. So she throws down, you think they're going to ice skate, but they both like just crash face first onto their face. But Mashiro is a monster, and therefore that's not going to take her out, basically. So
so she pulls off the wetsuit to reveal a bikini, and she's like, okay, this is going to attract Uncle Scoop.
It's a lot of this. I'll come running. It's just like, no, this is just like the fucking the baying of an animal in heat. It's pathetic, really.
Yeah, everyone else has left the scene. Like, yeah.
Well, she's just jumping up and down and wiggling herself, trying to attract the attention. But then Maki spots the real Uncle Scoop because she's figured out there's so many photos being taken in the women's changing rooms. This has got to be a woman doing this.
And the low angle of it is just like, this was probably like on your person, on your bag or whatever. So no one thought about it based off of this. Like, someone should have seen you at the angle you were fucking taking this, but Okay, so and your one's like, I'm glad it was a woman chasing me, and rips off her top, and I did like her. It's kind of a badass moment where she's like, iron grip is like, no motherfucker, my pride as a detective is worth more than my pride as a woman, or whatever fucking way she puts it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Um, and yeah, they got their woman who's doing all the crimes as Uncle Scoop.
Yes, and then the
Why?
punchline is Mashiro's attempt to look sexy has been uploaded as a documentary series on baboon courtship. With I assume that is somebody from
No,
Britain.
there's a slight Japanese accent to it,
Is
and
there?
I was
It's a
like,
very
that's
good
a really good.
It's
British
That
not bad,
accent.
yeah.
yeah.
I was
Um,
impressed how good an Attenborough accent it was for someone, but I was like, I think there's a hint of a Japanese accent there. It was like really good. Yeah.
uh, that's fine. The second story is one of my favorites because it just goes to shit immediately.
Yes.
They're invited. Mashiro
Now,
wants to come to a
Mashiro, don't
wedding.
you ruin this wedding. I
Yeah, because all
won't.
the police bigwigs are going to be there, and like people in my detective industry are going to be there. So like, and I need to have a nice suit. Like, and even him wearing the nice suit that she like just spits, does the most disgusting spit take all over. Like he's been covered in slime. Like that's the start of it, and then actually getting to the wedding is like. It's not even that the weather gets bad. It's that it's fucking. There's a
Yes.
typhoon at the wedding when they get there.
We're really dedicated to go through the outdoor wedding, but out it. Yeah. Hang on, could you give me a plate? No, they're blown away. The croissants are all gone. Sorry.
Just
It's the
everyone trying to hang on to the tables, like yeah.
and it's the MC on the PA explaining what changes are going to happen during the wedding. Uh,
His detective friend is trying to protect the wedding cake, but because the
yes,
winds are so strong, he gets blown inside the cake.
yes,
No, he's drowning. Get him out of there.
yes. Because Mashiro wants to go because she wants to catch the bouquet. That's her sole reason for going.
Hmm.
And yeah, so she refuses to save because whilst she has her back turned, Naguma also gets sucked into the wedding cake. She tried to
Yeah.
save Mibasaka by giving him a chocolate cigarette, and they point out those aren't hollow;
You can breathe.
they're
Yeah.
just solid chocolate. And she's like, sorry, I need to go. I need to go and get that bouquet." And then it becomes a wild slapstick chase because apparently, like most of the women who are attending the wedding were also only here to catch the bouquet.
It's that old joke of it. Like I liked, but the quality, like it's an old joke. Of like every woman wants to catch the bouquet. Is like, but the bride throws it. It gets pulled into the fucking typhoon, launched like a fucking meteor. Like so they're chasing it into town. I think it lands in a deep fat fryer where
Yes,
the
it does.
woman's like, "There's
We
nothing I can't pull out of a fryer." You know,
yes,
just great shit. Like so
yes, because
that
it's the
because it's
sudden,
covered in batter, now it can bounce. Basically,
it's the
is the
sudden,
excuse.
it's the sudden cut to the mum and son at the butcher's talking
Yeah, yeah.
about. She's saying we've got to keep the shop open because people love our croquettes on a rainy day. So I'm firing up the, I'm firing
What
up
is
the
that?
fryer, and then yes,
Yeah.
the bouquet just lands in it. And then there's a katamari.
Because
Calamari,
everything
yeah.
stick to it because it's covered in grease and yeah.
Uh,
So a lot of CG shit getting stuck to this, and when it reverse spins and like starts generating sparks, I was like, okay, now you've sold me on the Katamari. That's pretty great. Yeah.
yeah, and the Mashira's amazing plan to stop it, which just completely fails and hits Nagumo in the
Yeah.
chin.
Yeah.
And then the final punchline is once it's stopped and all the women start tearing it apart, it is Maki-chan who pulls the bouquet, who we have not seen in the episode whatsoever. And
Apparently she
Nagumo
was at the
goes,
wedding.
"Oh, Maki-chan was here."
Hmm. Oh, who
That's
knew?
the end. But yeah, it's this like the sheer speed it goes to shit, and that it's the MC on the PA. That's the thing which also
Yeah.
really added to it of like just
Because
trying to maintain
everything's so
order.
clearly, yeah, and everything's so clearly, completely, utterly fucked. But he's just like, now we'll be doing the throwing of the bouquet. You know, it's like we're
Yeah.
just bringing it, speeding it up. You know, trying to get through it.
There's someone outside going like, yeah, they're a beautiful couple. I'm very happy for them.
Just the worst fucking wedding. Yeah, good shit.
Then we've got Hell Teacher Nube, episode 10, The Night Parade of Yokai. I've seen this episode of Kitaro.
A very special episode of Hell Teacher Newbie.
I'm glad it was a nice one. We keep getting the horrible ghosts. Surely some ghosts are good, and it's like, yeah, this is one of those scenarios. Is how it turns
It's a
out.
very there's no real actual wrong that needs to be kind of right. It's just like no, it was like a rich kid, like when he was young, he had his first umbrella. He loved it because he bought it with his mom and reminded him of being with his mom all the time. But then hey, the things you just throw him out because you're a rich kid and you're materialistic. And it's like, what's the point of taking care of your parents? You just buy new ones. You could
I think it was like he lost his umbrella, like he
belongings.
left it behind him in the shop or on a bus or whatever the fuck. Like he left
Yeah.
it somewhere. It just got out of his hands because that's what happens. Umbrellas. It's the nature of it to some extent.
That broke his heart, man. It's like what's the point? What's the point of taking care of your belongings? Just gonna leave you like they all do.
So today, like in the present day, it's kind of like when they're taking it's a flea market they're doing at the school where it's just like, I don't need this fucking, I was gonna say PSP, God I'm old, like this Nintendo Switch or anything. We got all the fucking new shit. We all I just throw things away when I'm done with them, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, he doesn't care, but
You
comes
bet on
across
that
it-
shit at phone saying, "Yeah, man, from 50 yen, give me that all day."
Yeah. But when he's like, and he keeps saying, it's like, oh, why would you even need umbrella? You could just call a taxi to go home. And like, kind of looking at these phones, like, wait time 1 hour. It's like, hey, that umbrella looks really familiar. Oh, it's my umbrella. Starts, reminding of the song he used to
talking to
sing
me.
about waiting for his man, the rain, kind of thing. That kids seem to sing. Yeah.
Now it's a leg guy. It's a Casa Obake. It's whisking me off into the skies. Oh, it's gonna fucking digest me or some shit. But Newberry's on the case of one saying, "Hey, Newberry, I should go to get him or some shit." It's just like, no, that'll be fine. Come with me. Is it fun saying? It's not trying to eat him or kill him. It's just playing. It is your beloved umbrella, and it remembers how much you cared about it and how and all the rainstorms. I know you didn't mean to lose it. It's just things happen. Because it is the belief, and I have to sit myself to an extent where it's just like, if you an object that you have or care for, it'll take on a spirit of its own as long as you take care of it, and if you love it, it'll love you back in a kind of figurative sense. I more have this in that if it's something that I associate with a person or person who's given it to me, it's just it's kind of taken on a little bit of themselves onto it. It's just it's a little, I see it as a totem of them. It's I just want to hang on to this and take care of it now. I want to make sure it's that.
It's that kind of thing of what was that one that everyone misinterpreted, that she's like an aesthetician or something like that, where she's like, if it brings you joy, you hang on to it, or if it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. And it wasn't about dumping everything that you don't need. It's
the
just
Marie
like,
Kondo lady,
Kondo, yes, that's her name. It's the idea that if you have this positive thing associated, you keep it around. But it's the idea that a reverse of that is like these objects that we're currently like magical Mary Poppinsing, adventuring, floating on the sky across. It's like they're cool. They miss their former masters. They go in and check on them and go like, woo, like not scare them, but just like, her old Casio keyboard of some girl playing on the keyboard is kind of like going like tinkle tinkle tink. I got you there.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Not even like I've been replaced. It's more so as like, oh, good, you're still playing the keyboard. Good to see. And they're all just like cool ghosts. And then it's like, wow, that was a lovely night, Nube. We've slept all night on this fucking raggedy ass couch in a dump. And Nube's like, don't worry, I've told your parents. And then it's like, well, time to go. And all that shit's been crushed by a fucking JCB. And they're like, well, shouldn't we? It's like, no. That's the nature of objects. Eventually they're going to fall apart. And you need to learn to let go and hold on to those nice memories you have with those things, the positive associations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
A very special episode.
And the only threat was, I guess, if you fell off the flying object parade in the night because you're several hundred feet in the air.
You're
Other
just
than that,
playing.
yeah. Other than that, you're grand. Like, don't worry about it.
Then we've got Me and the Alien Moo Moo, episode 22, Moo Moo and the Retro Appliances, in which
is a different take on your old technology.
Yes.
It's again also a contest of which aesthetic is the most in keeping. A lot of weighing up different approaches, different perspectives on how something looks and what appeals to them.
Yes, and then feeling old as a middle-aged man, as people refer to the iMac, the original iMacs, as being retro, and they're going, well, I guess they are because it's 27 years ago now.
I remember when they got those into college, we were like, cool, modern computers. And I was just like, oh, I'm so old.
That's okay. It's like pop out the guts of it and put in like an LCD monitor in there instead, and they can still have the old shell of it, and they can still do all your modern computing needs.
I do see like a lot of people like looking, and maybe it's just people my age as well as the other thing. I can't remember what that thing was. It was like gummy or something like that. I can't remember the name of the style, but it's where it was transparent plastic, and you can see all the gubbins inside your technology.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Your Tamagotchis or your Game Boys would have that kind of thing, and I just think it looks fucking cool, man. I think it's a cool
See-through
aesthetic.
purple N64 controller.
Yeah. I love that shit. So
Yeah, so then they have a contest of like who can make the most money by auctioning retro appliances off, because of course the president has opinions on such things.
because our
What
main girl
is
is just like
retro?
that's cute. That's not cute. It's like this old rice cooker is cute because it has like a nice floral print pattern on it. And it's a rice cooker. They just fucking work, man. There's nothing to go wrong on that. But he's like, so old is good. So you mean this socket that you put into the light thing that gets you an extension on it? It's just like,
From
no,
before
that's
the
not.
war. That's pretty retro, right?
No, that's not cute. Like, why would anyone fucking want? We now have power outlets. That's not we don't need that. It's like, yeah, but they use it at festivals and shit. So shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about.
And we had a lengthy lecture of like what are the notable items from various Japanese
What do they make their
companies.
name on?
Yes. Yeah. It feels again. A lot of these segments feel nearly fucking sponsored. It's very close to feeling like sponsored content, but it makes it work with jokes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do like how it's the president, it's Sonoko, and Rakogu, who's like, why am I on this side? I agree with the people on the other side. Um, and
She's there to make sure he doesn't start shit. Like, understandably.
yes, which of course he
Yeah.
does. That's the final punchline, is that they think they've lost, and then there's another ping, and this vintage fridge has sold, and he's like, yeah, found it in the school, so I put it on there. And just like, refund that person, because you're not allowed to sell things that don't belong to you.
Yeah. That was in the school. It's not really a dump, but it is functionally a dump essentially for
Yeah,
tech.
this I think he found it elsewhere in the school, because what they were mainly selling was stuff in their lockup, which isn't a lockup.
Yeah.
It's just where
It-
other students have taken it upon themselves when something breaks, they just go and shove it in there.
The dump it there.
Yeah,
It's the electrical recycling depot or something.
Which I guess in their club, like that's specifically a thing they can take from. So that's all right. But I did like that our main girl is on the team with your man, and her friend from her perspective, but from the other one's perspective, her fucking rival, who's like, I'm going to show this country bumpkin what fucking retro really is, what retro chic is. It's just like, for someone who you consider your rival, you do seem to be literally on her team in this case and agreeing with her in a lot of other
Yes.
cases. It's
Yeah,
just
the
like,
Game & Watch was pretty rad and very portable and fashionable. I mean, the color design alone is like, it's just so accessorizable.
And then the second half is all about the range of sounds humans, cats, mice, children, old ladies can hear. Alien cats as well. There's
Could you hear all the sounds in this episode? If not, call this number.
But first, Sakuraku must teach some old ladies how to kill mice.
that's so fucking good, man. Because one of the old ladies has asked her, "It's like, hey, I got a mouse problem. What do you do?" It's like, well, what you do, right? You get them in a bag, because like you get them in the live trap. You put them in the bag, right? And they're like, okay. And she put the tomato in the bag, and then you go like, whap, and whaps it off a park bench, and it's just like, and then instant fucking kill, no pain, and all the old people are like, Jesus fucking Christ! It's like my grandma taught me how to do it.
She's
it's
all the
not
way
me.
through every brutal measure you described. I always saw it on TV. I never did it myself. I always saw it on TV. It's something I just picked up. I'm
Grandma
the same.
demonstrated to me. She's from the country. I have never actually done this, but I am okay with fucking baiting a mouse's head in. Apparently. Yeah, because one of the old ladies is she's running a sweet shop, but none of the kids want to come there because it's got loads of fucking mice, and it's like that's a fucking problem. But she has
It may
one of
have
those
more to do with the cat Sonic Keeper Aware, which is
because she
I
doesn't
guess
like
dependent.
cats, and that's one of the problems she has mice with. It's like, why don't you get a cat? It's like, I don't fucking like cats. I got the Sonic device to get rid of cats, and our alien cats are like, what the fuck is this? What? It's like a Sonic
Oh,
weapon against them. Yeah.
It's
Also-
not that she doesn't like cats. It's just like some cats been coming up and digging up with flower pots and messing up and it's just
Yes.
like Moo Moo and
A cat's been
Decimara
digging
just
through
like
the-
oh, I don't know who that could be.
Yes.
Decimara had showed up to the start of this episode with a bunch of flowers for his one true love, this beautiful slave girl, and it's like, so you were fucking rooting that old lady's flower pots, you little. Yeah, it's specifically these cats is why the
Yeah.
old lady hates cats.
I'll
understandable.
talk to these cats and sort all that out for you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, turn off that cat keeper, a Sonic cat repellent. I'd be definitely turn it down on the playground. If you just can't turn it off and on, and just can't torment some kids. Like, ah!
They're testing it on children the same way they tested it on the cats, and just to go like, it's just like, oh, they can hear that range of sound.
It's
'cause
just
they're
now
young
the
enough.
earmuffs on. Moo Moo keeps going like one. Look at him run.
I feel like this is going to come into play later, since the plot seems to be thickening, and now that Moo Moo has a sonic weapon that can be used against these people, yeah, that's probably going to be handy.
Anyways, just like take it up. Now the cats have been negotiated with or talked to. Like the kids would come by, they buy some sweets, and also we'll bring like the biggest lure of all: free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
This thing will pay for itself. Within the first month, just you wait. And now
The
because
president, yeah,
the cats are cool, because we got some cats coming around. People like fun saying, "Oh, coming around." It's like, "Oh yeah, go to that shop. Sweet
and
had
the
all the
college
cats in it."
students show
It's
up there
just,
because
yeah.
there's cats and Wi-Fi, but then the president kind of saying is like, "Yeah, I set up your Wi-Fi." And the best part is you can see what they're searching for, so you know what their fucking interests are, and sell that in the shop. It's like, yes, it's a marketing strategy, and it's like, please do not
Disclaimer,
use
please.
unsecured Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Like, it's just like, yeah, don't fucking do it, man.
Yeah, Decimaru comes on with a massive sign explaining the
Privacy
safety.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
just use a private browser or something on your phone, man. Don't fuck around with that shit.
The cats, we get checkmaking on the cats. We got Siberia back. They're keeping updated, sending the information up about the
Wow,
audio.
only 3 episodes away from the end of the series before I get to the end of this plot, right? It's like, you're right, Siberia. I wonder but the deadline is months away. We won't get there anytime soon. And then, actually, no, the deadline is now, in fact.
Yeah, our creepy black cat is showing up as like, instead of it being in 3 months, it's now. Invasion time is fucking now. I've decided on it, so deal with it. Yeah.
We're going to destroy the planet. We're going to leave you guys on it to get destroyed along with it. Now, it
Yeah,
does
we're
look
just
like from
like the other planet of scooping up the
Yes.
resources of a blown up planet. Yeah.
It does look like from the preview that they're going to take Sekaraku, though. That is the valuable resource they're going to take from the planet. I can't remember what they said that cat's name is. They did name it. when
Oh,
saw
they
it.
did. Yeah. Yeah, it's you.
I keep thinking it's Epsilon. It's not Epsilon. It is on Switch. I don't know.
No.
Power
yes.
Switch.
Also, good news is this has been the manga has been licensed for an English release.
Hey, excellent.
Hyper realistic, like yowling cat faces in your hands, dear reader.
Yeah, this was a fun episode, particularly as somebody who's finishing off a panel about retro things. I was like, "Ooh, I might just steal clips of this and stick it in the panel."
I mean, you can literally apply the things they're saying about retro styles to what you're talking about. So yeah,
It is a fun relative thing. Like, while Tenkubashi is incorrect, is that, well, yeah, it's correct. But if we're talking about like an appeal of things, Sakurako has like more of a feel for that.
Yeah, he's the technology expert, but she's more a vibes expert. So yeah.
All relative.
They kind of make the thing. It's like college kids being interested in things just before their time as well. That's
yeah.
So they're not even reminiscing about things they are nostalgic for. It's things the previous generation nostalgic for.
What
And you
their
see that come up
what their
in
sibling gave to them.
Yes.
I see that come up in other things like did it come up in My Dress Up Darling where it's like the big chunky socks, that kind of thing? Or was it something
Yeah,
else that it came
no,
up in?
those
Yeah.
are back around. Those were big with
Yeah.
gal fashion in the noughties. Now it's been 20 so years, and those are back like then again because hey,
Yeah.
we're doing Y2K aesthetics, and that includes like anything that happened in the noughties.
Like a lot of nostalgia is fashion kind of based, and fashion is always cyclical. Like shit always comes back around. So yeah.
Yeah, but only since only since the 70s, the retro is not is a
It's up to a
relatively
point.
modern invention. They
Yeah,
didn't-
yeah.
they didn't come up with the word retro as reviving things until the 70s. So,
Yeah.
um,
The first retro virus came out then.
Was that no, that was it the 80s was what's that fucking TV show? It's set in like the 50s, like it was 50s retro fucking shit.
Happy Days.
Happy
Happy
Days in the
Days.
70s
Was
and
that
80s.
70s?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
70s
yeah,
and
yeah.
80s.
So
Yeah,
it
because
was
it's a rip off of American Graffiti, isn't it? That's what it's.
yeah,
ripping
yeah,
off.
but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a nostalgia for the 50s, which again, like
Yes.
that kind of thing kind of coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's less cyclical as it just does feel like you're constantly being fed boomer nostalgia over and over again for the rest of your life. Panty and
Yum.
Stocking, episode 9, The Ohagi of Doom, Not Too Home Alone, and 666 Candles. In which Stocking gets a story to herself for once this season as she attempts to go and get a unicorn ohagi from the top of this mountain and runs into a whole lot of trouble. And also lots of people getting the queue in front of her and don't like the ohagi and throw it on the ground.
But it's the
Like
idea
Super Gaijin.
you have to
Just spitting out
you
the bean
win the,
taste, which is the best part.
it's a paper scissors
damn it.
rock to win the opportunity to buy the actual fucking thing. So
Yes.
everyone's queuing up for this really exclusive jelly. And she's like, I'm going to use my angel's luck. And it's like, you are shit at paper scissors rock. It's a good thing that the last couple of people for the last one are a bunch of fucking demons because now you can paper scissors rock
Ghosts.
them. By which I mean, sorry,
Ghosts,
ghosts.
not
Yeah,
demons.
ghosts. Which means you can paper scissors rock, cut them in fucking half with your katana through the various different tropey ones. There's like a ninja one. There's a lone wolf and cub one. They get through a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite
There's about
one
1,000 of them.
is
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
the one who's got the knockoff of her cat doll and is doing the voice and lifting its mouth up and down.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you
can't
can't
kill
hurt me.
me.
I'm a cute
Yeah.
cat. Meow, meow, meow.
Wait a minute.
It
I'd
nearly
never say
works. I mean, it would have worked on her if your man didn't. Shit, I forget which of the two boys.
Yes, I forgot which of the
Polly
two boys.
something or other
Yeah.
shows up. The guy who kicks, who shows up to. It's like, I'm here to kill demons. And it's like, oh, time to clock off. Now that 1,000 have showed up, I'm
Typical
out.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
So she has to buy a sword suitable for killing 1,000 ghosts from Gunsmith Bitch, and at which point you can see the punchline a mile away.
Who's gonna cost you? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh well, you got to slaughter so many ghosts today in like a very stylish fashion.
But
Everyone
also, you
wins.
didn't get paid any coins for any of those fucking ghosts because that was also part of her fee. Ah, well.
Yes. And then she spits out the bean paste just like Super Gaijin did because she also said it was too sweet. And it's the animation of it being thrown on the ground is in front of
Yeah.
Stocking. It's like she has suffered in this. Then Not Too Home Alone is the two boys break into Panty and Stocking's home because they've sent them on a wild goose chase.
They've distracted them with cardboard cutouts of them around town. They're just like, it's this way, and it's just like, that son of a bitch. He said it was this way. That means it's over here. And it's just like they're stupid enough to fall for this. And they're like, well, we'll infiltrate and find their weakness. And both of them, through the automatic devices they've set up in their rooms of a sex machine and that thing in The Simpsons that feeds Homer donuts.
Monitoring common sex dungeon. So many buttons and settings and
they've accidentally
devices.
disguised themselves as Panty and Stocking each I mean, like mostly that
I think
everyone
that's
else
the house
is.
machines is the dark because I did it for polyurethane or whatever it was.
Mm.
It's like he's like, oh, Panty, I didn't see you in there. Why you done something with your hair? Anyways, Reeves
Everyone's
has
too
no
dumb to
idea.
figure this out. Yeah, yeah.
But
Uh,
hey, these folks aren't too bad actually. Panty and Stocking are aggressive, violent assholes. But no, everyone else is actually quite okay when you get to know them. To sit down for breakfast with them.
Yeah, but they're initially like, we can't sit down and dine with demons, but then they realize they're clocking off, and they're like, oh, I guess we can eat Garter Belt's big black sausage or whatever the fuck that fucking thing is called. It was just like, okay,
We're eating
all right, sure.
frankfurters and potatoes, 2 big potatoes. Roast baked potatoes, pepper niven.
Ah, dear. But
yeah, it's very silly, particularly because the automated sex bed of Panty is a funny joke, but then revealing that Stocking has the same but for feeding herself.
yeah. And just like he presses the button and the automatic sex bed like activates, and we just kind of cut to the other guy. It's like, oh, what the hell? Like, just donuts being jammed into his face. It's good, yeah. It's
Then
also like our boys might be villainous, but they're not as villainous as our main girls of the fucking show,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
Then 666 candles, a 16 candles parody. I assume I've never seen that film.
Me neither.
No.
But the bits that I know that come up from that film that I've seen reference, which that's the only way I can know why Moses
Sure.
don't come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I suppose no, there are guns involved, so I suppose that applies.
So yeah, Lee Sox thinks that her sister's forgotten her birthday.
Even though on her 6th birthday, the very special day for a demon because it ends in a 6, she made the wish of always spend my birthday with my sister, and it's like she's not about. So I'm incredibly depressed, and the only one in the house is Panty, who is hungry after her morning fuck.
Yes.
And she's just like, Jesus, don't fucking cry on me. Like, all right, I'll tell you what, we'll have. It's not that she comes up with it herself. Is that
I'm gonna
No, it's
take
because
you out in town.
Brief has
Rings her.
invited Panty to his prom. And she's like, a prom, a party. Okay, that'll cheer her up. Okay.
A birthday party, yeah, close enough. Come on, we'll get you all dolled up. It'll be a great time. It's like, I don't have anything to wear. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go out in the town. We'll get you good. You'll be good. You'll be grand.
Makeover,
Yeah.
makeover. For me and you.
And does her up like Britney Spears in Toxic, I think was it. I can't remember which fucking Britney Spears she wants to.
That one video, you know
Yeah,
the one.
yeah. But yeah. They're at the party, and Panty's. It's one of those again. Panty's like sometimes surprisingly nice. Like she's trying to be like, oh well, I'll show you how to dance. It'll be nice. We'll have a good time. A ghost shows up. It's eating all the popular kids. It's the ghost of all the loser kids put together.
The hierarchy ghost, and it also looks like one of the ghosts from Evangelion. Or the angels from Evangelion, rather.
Because it's like a turtle with like that pyramidal kind of shape. Not pyramid.
What's it from Ramiel? No, the laser octahedron that's now a turtle.
We also get, before this kicks off, when they're dancing, we get the 80s trope of girl with glasses takes her glasses off, and now she looks even hotter. Even though it was quite clear that she was hot before she took her glasses off.
And also, those were the glasses that her sister gave her on her 6th birthday, and she loves those glasses. And it's just like, yeah, they have different significance. It's like, actually, no, the glasses. She likes the glasses, but yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of 80s tropes.
It swallows polyester and polyurethane, so no, they can't kill it because it's going to regenerate. Also, Panty came out commando because she didn't spoil the line of her dress.
She reaches down for her knickers and then fucking they're not there. It's like,
oh yeah, she tears off her dress.
I just know like building up their phone saying it's like, oh yeah, we can do that without like broadcast standards now. Phone saying it's it's all in there.
in
It all just
glorious
paid off a
detail
stupid
of
joke.
singular line, but don't get too
Yes.
excited.
But
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
a stupid joke now, like the
Yeah,
villain saying,
exactly.
"Here's what you've all been waiting to see, everybody." Like, yep, it's
Are you
it's about as
satisfied?
vague and blurry as you imagined.
So Nisux has to fight it, and then Brief shows up with $3 trillion panties that Panty is able to turn into backlace and destroys the ghost. And yeah, apparently Scandian's stocking had been swallowed by this previously because they're also within the rubble. And a
Yeah,
man
because
at
it could regenerate because it's eating angels, and it's like, yeah, it's also eating a different angel and a demon on top of
yes,
that. So that's why it made it difficult to kill in the first place. But
Silly, I
I
was
was
gonna
out
be
shopping
late.
for your birthday present, and I got eaten by this fucking ghost, and it's just like, oh, okay, like, and what you got her was a new pair of glasses. You've been wearing
yes,
those ones since you were 6, so
yeah. Also, the old ones just got destroyed in the fight with a
yeah,
beam
yeah.
shot out. Yeah, and yeah, so it's kind of the Panty's back to behaving like Panty as they walk away, but Nisox
Well,
is looking at her differently now.
you got to fit
Mm.
in a Breakfast Club thing from a different coming of age 80s film this year.
Yeah,
Mm,
again, didn't watch that one either because
But
these
you
are
probably know that screenshot, from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
end
that's the thing.
shot of the film.
yeah, this is like a vein of Americana because it's quite that never has appealed to me, and I don't know if it ever. I don't know how well they did in the UK in the cinema
I mean,
around those times.
yeah, I mean, like it was probably meant to appeal to teenagers at the time, even though, yeah, the kind of retroness of it. So it'll always have that kind of like group to go with the.
I looked at them this for kind of, I suppose, the cultural knowledge because they kept getting
Mm,
reinforced to me, and then when it came time to whatever round anniversary was for any of them, to they come out to me again, but saying, okay, what is everybody's fucking like big draw for these? And it's just like some of them are do hold up and are legitimate. Some are
yeah,
just like in fun saying, yeah, I guess you did have to be there 4
yeah.
decades ago.
Mm, mm,
Doesn't really like fly nowadays, but I suppose you can only kind of find that out by looking at it for yourself, like with your own eyes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Ferris Bueller's Day Off is the one John Hughes film from that time of that sort of the teen stuff before it becomes
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah, but yeah, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles. I guess I saw Weird Science. Did I see Weird Science? I think I saw Weird Science. Yeah,
I know I
just
did.
maybe Breakfast Candles and 16. It's Breakfast Candles and 16 Club. No, maybe I was just too young for when they came around for them to have been
Mm.
interesting to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a weird. You see, like Americans being nostalgic for it, and I'm like, I just don't get it. Don't understand it. Then finally, we've got Dan to Dan, episode 22, The Secret Art of Being Attractive, where we get to introduce to the main character.
Now here's some like teen movie content I am
Yes.
familiar with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The initial thing of it like taking place in the past, I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, I'd forgotten from reading the comic, like he's been there the whole
Kid Dad's
time.
Oh,
also there.
this is like new. This is new stuff. That first before the stuff before the credits is all sort of new stuff from
Okay, okay.
from the anime. That's not in the comic.
Okay, because
Uh,
I was like, I
It's
didn't
still
remember. It's
fun
like
to
he's
do.
been there the entire
Yes.
time. Kind of. That's a good joke. Like he was in a lot of the pivotal relationship scenes developing
He was just
as
in
they
a
were
reverse
going.
shot. We didn't know he was there.
And while Okarun was reading his conspiracy theory books,
Hey,
like he was
there's
trying to
Super Mystery
display
Magazine Poe, which is a very respected journal.
yes.
about Batboy. He's trying to display his newest fucking Gundam to the guy, and it's like walking by in a way that's very obvious. Like, look at my fucking cool model kit. It's like doesn't work, but just that his ability seems to be invisible to everyone else.
Yes. And when we
Well,
s-
it depends on how he
Socially
comes out with
invisible.
it, you see, because
Yeah.
he's kind of when he's like running the school, it's just very fun. He's like, singing Gundam songs, and then it's just like, he gets to school and said, "Okay, you gotta tone it down now.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
understanding of you in here."
yes, he's awkward in a different way to Ocaran's awkwardness, because
Yeah.
Ocaran would never have the confidence that Kinta has getting out of bed, heading to school in the morning.
See the timidity of Ocaran at school is the same at home or in private. And like, whereas this guy in private is like, I'm fucking king shit, king of everything.
Yes.
And Ocaran, like the most you saw of him, like again, early fucking episodes, was he gets in an argument about ghosts aren't real, aliens are real with a girl in school, and like that's the most out he was able to do at the
Yes.
time. Yeah,
But
that's the
kids
most
in school,
extrovert he could be.
yeah, Kinta still can't like break the ice with a guy who he clearly sees as like, oh, this is a
You're
kindred
reading the
spirit.
same fucking magazine.
Well,
It's
no,
like, hey,
Kinta's reading a sci-fi magazine. Kinta's thing is, I
it's
love
close
sci-fi.
enough. They're genre related.
No, Super Mystery Magazine poll also brings in ancient civilizations like New World Order, cryptids. It covers the whole
saying
spread of things. Everything.
You have common interests. You could be best
Yeah,
buds.
that have
And
similar interests. Yeah, is that we'll see exactly the specific nature of
Specificity.
That's the word I
really
was
fucking
trying
hard.
for.
Good job.
Of Kinta's interests in the next couple of episodes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But just the idea that like, and the reason he notices this other guy in school is also a similar kind of geek to him is because, hey, that girl's like interested in him. It's like, how did he fucking do it? I need to figure this shit out.
And
He's
it
very
keeps
interested in
happening
after
to
that.
him. It
Yeah.
keeps happening to him. All
And-
these girls are coming at and getting his attention.
yes, and then we get to the modern day. Is it the class president intervenes first?
Class
when
president
Momo-
is just
Momo's coming in. It's like, hey, Ocaran, you gotta come with me.
disruptive. You can't just come. You keep walking in wherever you feel like it.
It's like,
Yeah.
What the fuck you
Ocaran
say, bitch? I'll kill you.
Yeah, Ocaran. She's saying like, Ocaran, if she's bullying you, you can just fucking
Yeah.
tell me. I'll stand up for you. I know you're a fucking wimp. So like, I'm class president. I'm here to look out for you. I'm your class president.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
someone point out why she's doing this. It's because of from a few episodes ago of Momo's friends from her class coming in and kidnapping him and forcing him to go to the bar.
Like, she's not only doing it herself, she's getting her fucking goons to do it. Like, it's just like, all right, this is clearly a bullying situation by gals. I can't be having this under my jurisdiction. This classroom.
Momo didn't do that one though.
But
No.
she's blaming Momo. It's Momo's cadre. Momo's
And
like,
And came to all
yeah.
up in his face, and Oculus is going, "What the fuck is going on right now? I'm just trying to read my magazine. Everyone's on my shit, right?"
Yeah.
And it's also funny that the class president also has her two henchwomen as well.
Yeah, but from Kinta's point of view, it's like he's got this gal coming after him. He was kidnapped by two gals.
And they keep on
President's
talking
interested.
about balls.
All the women are interested in him, and like they keep talking about magic balls. It's like, is this kind of like dirty talk? Is this the hot thing that gets you women's attention?
Yes.
And then like he's like, everyone, what was a 12-gallon dick?
Yes.
Nothing? No.
David?
All right. I mean, fucking. What, is it the balls specifically I need to talk about? Is that
Yes.
what gets you the ladies?
Nothing.
I don't.
Yes.
Nothing.
And,
No.
and then once he's broken the ice in this most appalling way, where he's going to be called a pervert for the rest of this season by Momo, he is then dragged along into the insane adventure which they can proceed to have.
They are investigating the ghostly sightings of a ball, like we saw in the last episode, at apartment complex. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's something up with it, and it's just like, hey, it's just floating around there. No, it's not. That's a person, but the person's invisible, but the ball is visible.
Yes, because that's his sci-fi knowledge. He works that out. He's immediately useful.
Optical camouflage.
I mean, like
Yes.
he's also falling off of buildings several times over and
Yes.
having to be rescued by Momo's like extendo hands and shit. But like, he is going like, okay, so this is optical camouflage, so it only works from like two angles. So if we pincer him with 3 fucking things, it won't be able to reflect 3 different directions at once based off of how this works in theory in sci-fi. And correct, that is the solution to catching this invisible menace.
Like, holy shit! It's like once you knock it out, it's like somebody in a Godzilla suit,
It's the Godzilla costume. What I really love about it,
legally distinct Godzilla costume.
legally distinct kaiju fucking thing, but it's got that kind of springy ribbing on it that would have been on the inside of the Godzilla suit underneath like a layer of fake reptile skin. But that
It's
as
just
a
a very
shape,
solid, like like curvature down and then straight of kind of angular nature of the head is like
Yeah.
kind of what brings it across to me.
just the structure of it, like, and it's very dumpy. Like it's more mascot suit, and that it's got a bigger butt, and the butt is really close to the ground.
It
Like
can
very,
punch pretty hard though.
it can hit like a fucking ton of bricks. So they have to take care of this, and they do knock it out of the apartment building. It's like, well, I guess this problem is solved. And Kinta is still not. He's still, most of his focus is, besides catching this ghost, is to like what kind of dirty jokes do I need to be making right now? It's like I'm still haven't figured that part out. Like we solved the fucking invisibility thing. That's fucking fine. And as he's trying to figure out what kind of dick jokes he can make to be popular among girls, the kaiju is turned into a regular sized kaiju, as in it's grown.
It's programmed set to grow larger somehow.
Yeah.
And that's where we leave it. Next week it is Hey, It's a Kaiju.
Well, it's got a succession of this destructive scenes until the close of the episode count, which will leave in a big cliffhanger again at this pacing.
It'll be a good spot to leave it to make people go like, "What the fuck happens next?" and either get them excited for next season. I don't know how soon it's going to be this time, or they'll start reading the comics.
Depends how long the wait will be, because they have a
That's the
Ghost in
thing.
the Shell TV show to get out at some stage in the next year. So
So it feels like it might be a longer wait between. Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I know where it's going, because there's 2 more episodes left, I think, and I'm fairly certain I know where it will end. There's a very good point to which to end, which is it's a better point to end than last season's ending. Though it is still again midway through the arc. I keep on forgetting about Ghost in the Shell, and then I remember that Toenjo's writing it, and I'm so delighted. I cannot wait. It's not since the mid-90s that I've been excited for a Ghost in the Shell.
Well, it's been 30 years. It was just you're getting nostalgic for it all over again. What is retro?
But it's just like there's going to be a very good chance that it's going to be fucking weird. And
that's the right way to be.
But he's been a good idea, man. But it's never had quite like the follow through when it came to the rest of the production. It was not his fault, though. But now I think there's like an actual shot of that happening here, and we get some like actual realization of those crazy ideas.
Yeah, and of the one of his books that I've listened to as an audiobook, there's definitely stuff about identity in there as well. So, which obviously is not in the Godzilla or the 2 Space Dandy episodes, but So I think
it's a big thing in Ghost in the Shell of like identity of body and that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. So that fits.
It's done differently in it's the story where it's a guy writing a description of a squirrel that he's observing, and then as you're reading the book you realize the story is the same thing describing him in the way he's describing the squirrel. It's quite a fun short story. Talking of Japanese novels, it's the guy who wrote Showa Shoten. One of his novels is getting translated into English next year.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, that was very well written, so yeah, that'd be interesting.
He's got that book learning, doing real books, not just funny
books. Yes, he's from real books. Well, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week with Yaiba back.
Which I already kind of watched this for a second. Oh yeah, this must
Yes,
be
I
this
did.
week's one. Let's watch that away.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think.
Yeah.
goodness, what a cliffhanger!
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, I think we've all watched it, but I need to keep my
We'll
mind
wait.
at
We'll
all.
wait. We'll
Yes,
wait.
we'll all wait for next time. I did watch the detective, not detective. It's not a detective. Doctor Stone, where everyone got killed this week.
Excellent. So if
Uh,
you want to catch up to Doctor Stone, too
Feel
late.
good
They're
hit
all
of this
fucking dead.
late summer.
uh, it is a
Yeah.
it is a pretty dramatic. Well, they're not all dead. I don't think
No.
Suika
No.
gets shot. And some of the characters you wouldn't really want to see shot, but a lot of the characters get shot.
They just die off screen.
It's pretty brutal, yeah. I mean, like again, the only reason we're not I'm watching it away, but the only reason we're not talking about it is because there's too many things. There's too many
Yes,
things.
too
What can
many
you do?
things.
We've read
the
We know
comic,
it's tragic.
yes.
That thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
it ends on the bit of him reaching for the watchmaker reaching for the Medusa, and
Yeah.
they're like, "What are you trying to do?" And he's got his watch is picking up the signal from
Oh, from the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, from the
Wyman.
moon, and yes, and then you hear Senku's voice, and the entire planet's going to get turned. The cliffhanger is the entire planet's going to get turned to stone again. Because they realize, oh, it's never stopped. It's always been transmitting. We just haven't been picking up.
Broadcasting.
Yeah, it's just
We've tuned out of that fucking channel, basically. Yeah.
Yes, and we've not put it next to an active Medusa stone. So, yeah, that's how we're going to save everybody. Is by turning everybody back to stone again, and hope we turn ourselves back into flesh before Zeno does, and because we don't want him to conquer the world.
It's now a much slower race against time. But
It's just like if you can't win and like then your next best option is absolute stalemate for as long as that takes.
Yeah. And it's better than like a nuclear option because it resets everyone to the same stage, but it doesn't like fucking knock everyone necessarily down. Like, yeah.
Yeah, which will play out thematically very well by the end of the story. Yeah, I think that was the other additional thing. Oh, I watched the first of the new Kamen Riders because that's now streaming on Shout.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Was that streaming in a weird way where it was playing on a loop? You said to catch the top of the hour or something to get the start of it.
Yeah, that's how.
It's like real television. Wow.
That is how Shout stream things like real television.
I do kind of enjoy that sometimes because they were putting on Speed Race or something like that. But like that just reminds me of like tuning into Doctor Who marathons and Sunday, where it's just like I don't know where in the fucking arc I'm going to hop in, but let's fucking.
Sure, that's
let's
cool.
find out.
But like, no, maybe it's not the premiere episode of your new program you're trying to put out
there.
Of
a new one. Yeah, that's a weird choice. For
ease
sure.
of use, ease of access helps with this.
Yeah, I suspect they're trying to appeal to general people using Shout rather than specifically the
Kamen Rider people,
the hyper Kamen Rider nerds, because I'm sure they could get it the way they were getting it before if they need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a guy who turns into a Kamen Rider when he's asleep. At least is the setup. He's a guy who wants to follow he wants to make good with his dreams to begin with. He's a spy, and then he tries to act like a spy in real life, but his body doesn't do the right thing. And he gets hit by a car being driven by a paedophile who's kidnapped a child. And when they open the car's door, they discover nobody is in there. That's not been resolved in the first episode. That's still a mystery.
Try and tune into episode 2 to see what happens.
Yes.
He's only a paedophile in his dreams, not in real life. You know, how do you prosecute someone for a crime they're going to commit in their thoughts?
And then he ends
Rider kick would be the way to prosecute.
Correct.
and then when he's in a coma in hospital, he's in like a dream world where he meets some sort of nightmare monster who's got a head like a gun. And then eventually he finds himself in his fantasy spy pad where there's like an English-speaking spy who gives him the equipment to fight this monster, which is of course the Kamen Rider belt, except this one goes across his chest rather than around his waist.
Sash, more so. Yeah, okay.
And then he kicks his ass and then wakes up in hospital. He's like, oh, it was all a dream. And then opens up his dressing gown and sees, oh, I'm still wearing that Kamen Rider belt. It wasn't a dream after all. It
If
was
you're Kamen
real.
Rider in the dream, you're Kamen Rider in real life.
There's also a Columbo lookalike detective as well,
Nice.
who's like the Mulder. He's like the guy in charge of investigating bizarre crimes in Japan.
Just one more thing, Scully.
Kamen
Oh,
Rider's real.
he's
The
got a
government doesn't
Scully
want
as
you to
well.
know.
He has a Scully as well. He's got a brand new female partner.
The idea of Columbo and Scully is a really funny combination. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Scully. Na.
Actually, well, I mean, they did it in. They did swap partners in Detectives These Days Are Crazy. Maybe more detective shows needed to do that. Like,
Yeah.
Really revitalize the franchise. Could someone say spin-off?
Yeah. Okay.
right, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week. More of the same. Ta-ra for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Meat.